Thanks for sticking with us, and we're glad you did because we are going to continue our discussion here on Lowcountry Money Talk about retirement. We're talking income sources. Phil Bloyd is here to help us out with what we need to know. He's with Revolutionary Financial Group, and it's nice to have you back, and we're going to talk more about income.
Okay.
Let's do it. So we talked about Social Security primarily on the first part of this show. Well, let's follow up a little bit on that. I do want to touch on the topic that I teased as we went to break about when a spouse passes. So we'll get to that here in just a second. But wrap up our Social Security discussion for us.
So get your report, ssa.gov, ssa.gov. Set up an account. Find out how much income they have you down for each year. See if that's right. Look at your numbers, you know, how much you would get at 62, what's your full retirement age, 66, 67, some months, whatever it may be, and 70, and they'll tell you exactly how much that would be. So do that first so there's not an unknown. And then we were also talking about, you know, if we're receiving this Social Security, Jessa, and both parties, husband and wife, and one passes, then we're going to lose some income there.
Right. Yeah. So, and that's a little bit of a mystery to me. So I would like for your help on that. What exactly happens? How do we handle this financially when we're talking about retirement income at the passing of a spouse? Most likely, somebody's going to go before the other.
Right. And I always say, you know, let's not guess at it. Let me send you down, make an appointment, go to the Social Security Administration and figure what the numbers are. But usually, let's say both spouses were receiving, one was a little more than the other. Normally you'll get the higher of the two, but you're still going to lose that other income. But we want to go direct to the source. Don't take anybody's word for it because there's other things that may come into play. So I would like you to go down there, take the time, meet with the people, and get the right number.
Yeah, and there is a lot to know. Even in the case of a divorce, potentially, there might be some income that could shift there if your previous spouse goes first. Okay. Talking about pensions now, I want to shift gears a little bit to that. If somebody has a spouse that passes and there's a pension in place, what does that look like?
Well, Jessa, let's look at that two ways. We'll say maybe I haven't made the choice yet. Let's start there. So maybe I'm still working, right? Maybe some of our viewers are. They may work for an entity. Government entities are still big about this, where they have the old dinosaur I call pension. A lot of the companies these days are getting away from, like the defined benefit plan. So what they're going to do is, when you get close to retirement, they say, here's your options. You might have a lump sum option. You might have an option that says, hey, if I die, my spouse gets half. There's pop-up options, all kinds of things. The most common I see is if I pass, my spouse gets half of my pension. What happened? We still lost half of our income. So how are we going to make that up? So we lost some of our Social Security. We lost half of our pension. If you haven't retired yet, I would advise you to look into something that we call pension maximization.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have time to get into the details of that. That's something you can call. Talk to Rachel, come in, I'll go over that with you. But if you haven't made the decision yet, you really need to look into pension maximization. The other thing, you have some people say, well, here I'm going to have my wife sign off. I'm taking the highest payout on my pension. If I die, you don't get anything. Here, just sign that.
I want to slide the pen back over, right?
We can't get that. You know, I've seen that. So that may be part of pension. If you do that, though, what are we going to back that up with? Do we have a life policy or something to back that up if we're going to have that lost income? So that would play into that pension maximum.
Well, and there's just so much to know, and that's really what I'm learning here with you, Phil, in the months we've been doing this, is there is so much to know about, you know, just retirement income as a topic, but so many other topics as well, that you really do need the help of an expert to navigate this. And even if you are, you know, feeling like you kind of got it straight, then things change. So you got to have somebody on your side that can help you navigate the changes, make sure it's right for your specific situation, and the team over there, of course, Rachel, if you give a call, can help you do that. We have a whole half of a show left for you, and we're going to dive into some great topics, how they affect you if you are in or nearing retirement, and we'll do that next. Stick around.